Hello and welcome, I'm Arumba. Thank you for joining me. Let's do some more post-commentary in Europa Universalis IV, the Cossacks DLC as Uzbek Unleashed. Alright, so this is the only other one that I've got to do this whole post-commentary thing on. You heard the story, you know what's going on. You know the drill. We have a massive manpower pool. 137k. Our manpower recovery rate is like triple France or the Ottomans right now. It is so high that, especially when you pair it with the fact that we have zero cost for reinforcing, really all we want to do is just trade manpower. We just want to take battles, even if they're not good. So long as we keep enough won battles that we want to win the battles. That's the thing. Like, we'll take bad fights as long as we can win. Because if we win, we get our ticking war score, and we reinforce our manpower, which is basically, at this point, just a free resource. Spain rivaled us, of course, because, they've got so many claims on our land. It's such a foolish rivalry. Of course, they are allied to, I think it was Novgorod. So. Maybe we can do something to them. We'll see. And look at that. Muscovy's actually going to get his land unoccupied. A 23 stack from the Commonwealth, trying to rush through the steppe. Looks like they're heading down toward the mountains. It would be nice if we had, a fort or something to try to prevent them from just doing that, but we don't like those. Forts they're bad. Unfortunately, we're not able to catch him. He does have a 0.5 shock leader. It's pretty strong. Seeing if I can put a higher maneuver character in charge to actually catch that army out. We have 18 war score so far, which means we've been winning the majority of battles. I don't know if we yet have the ticking war score. Losing that first battle, having Muscovy just suicide 3k troops, is unfortunate, because you start off with one battle lost, and then the second battle you win puts you at 50%, the third battle puts you at 66%, the fourth battle puts you at 75%. The fifth battle, finally, you are at 80% won. So, having Muscovy screw us that way means we have to immediately turn around and go win 4 battles. Which is, meh. Now, Poland here, sorry, Commonwealth, thank you for being so aggressive at dealing with my rebels for me. I'll just let you do that. And here we're getting constricted by the zone of control in Ingale, which feels weird, because it's restricting me from moving in my own land. I just gotta get used to that. I noticed that there is good terrain there for the steppe bonus, so we're going to go and try and engage that army. $28k on 29k. We'll take that fight. It's defensive territory. We have 16 cav. We don't have very many artillery, but we're going to take the fight anyway. Hey look, Persian rebels. The Balujistani separatists. Okay, we rolled a 7, followed by a 7 versus a 0. Very good. I've been rolling very well in this war. No, that one, not so good. A 1 versus an 8, not so good. But it was good enough, because the first roll is always more important than the second roll, The weaker the enemy's troops are, the less valuable a good roll is. So you always want to be the person to roll the better roll first. I would probably even be willing to make the argument that rolling well on the first roll is more important than rolling well on the second and third roll, depending on exactly how much damage you did in the first roll. Because if they only have 50% of the troops in each regiment, they only do 50% damage. Now we're going to get attacked here, and we're probably going to lose this fight, because it's 46 on 26, which is bad, and we can't reinforce it. There's no way we can get up there in time. I'll try, but I don't think it's going to happen. We don't have forced march yet. And here's where I'm pointing out, unfortunately, even though we are in steppe, and even though it is a vassal, we do not get the bonus. They have tons more artillery than we do. We do have a discipline advantage, a morale advantage, a tactics advantage. We did roll fairly well there in the fire phase, but the fire phase is not as important as the shock phase, and we just got a 5 versus a 6. Followed by a 3 versus a 10, an 8 versus an 8. Alright. But yeah, the rolls were just not with us in this fight. 9 versus a 3. And it's time to retreat. So it's unfortunate that we lost that fight, but, you know, it's still a good battle because we traded manpower, and we have a lot more manpower than they do. So aside from missing out on our potential ticking war score, it's actually fine. We'll find more battles to win. Checking their enthusiasm, checking... Soon I'll start checking their, Oh yeah, you want to fight in Voronezh? Let's do it. Leroy Jenkins. Come on, roll well. 8. There we go. 6. 0. Doesn't matter. First and second shock phases are more important than the third shock phase. And there we go, military technology. So we're going to take that, and then I think, like right away, we're probably just going to upgrade to the superior cav type, because we're really not in a position where any battles are about to happen. So we might as well, you know? We're only getting 2 pips, a defensive shock and a defensive morale pip, but still, those are pretty valuable. 27 war score now. And then I remember, oh yeah, I was trying to deal with rebels. Maybe I shouldn't have changed my unit type and gotten rid of all my morale. There go all the cav. The cav just ran away. Oops. Damn it. Okay, alright, okay, no, the Religious League War is starting right now. Ah, okay. See, I thought the League War had already fired. In hindsight, I don't know what's going on. It's all a mystery. We're gonna go fight him in Tyne. I sure do like fighting the Polish. I shouldn't really say the Polish, right? Because it's the Commonwealth. There's also Lithuanians in there. You know, it's not just the Poles. And now Persia is allowing stuff to defect back to Oman. Wonderful. Persia, you so bad. You're so bad. Yeah. 40k on 12k is pretty good. We should win that fight. Yeah, we've got this war easily, I think, at this point. We win that fight, if hopefully we can turn around and kill that 9 stack from what looks like... Who is that? That looks like the Papal States Army. Can't catch it in time, unfortunately. 37 war score. Commonwealth is losing enthusiasm. We are at 84% won battles. Pretty cool. We have 37 war score for battles. And this is where I'm starting to think to myself, alright, we can only get 3 more war score for battles. So let's cap out our war score from battles at 40. Let the ticking war score maybe tick up 10, 15, 20%, and then get their enthusiasm down to low, occupy 1 fort, and peace out. We want to make this as quick of a war as we can. We've been fighting for 2 years now. Wait, hold on. Did I just see... I gotta go back. Nope, never mind. I was thinking I saw that maybe they changed it so that it actually says the start month of the war as well. Unfortunately, it does not. It just says started 1586 still. Even though it should really say the month that you started. I mean, almost everything in this game is tied to monthly update. Manpower, income, siege ticks, like... Knowing what month you start, it's kind of important, don't you think? So, in my commentary that was lost to the nether, I'll just let everyone know that I actually sang all of the songs. That's actually the entire commentary. That's all I did. I just sang. It was nothing but Christmas carols, in fact. Some of the best commentary ever done on the internet. And it'll never be heard. Never again. It really took a lot out of me. I can't do it again. Oh, you know, it's unfortunate though, putting yourself out there like that and then Just not getting any kind of, not getting any response. It's not your fault. It's my fault, but it's just too much, man. I can't do it again. I'm obviously making this all up. Or am I? Maybe I did. Alright, so we're putting together our offensive siege stack. We've just pulled all of the artillery from the other two armies so that we can put 10 artillery in one. We're going to stick him over on one of the forts that is obsolete to us, and we're going to... We've gained a new CB. Interesting. Anyway, we're going to stick our 10 stack of artillery on one of these forts and see if we can possibly get a fort siege down. So now I'm actually losing land to Oman because of the damn Persian separatists. Getting really annoyed with Persia, but noticing on the outliner they're at 92.6% integration. All these problems are going to go away soon. Thank God. But yeah. So defected province CB. This is new. 50% cost for the reconquest of provinces that have defected from you. And I'm comparing it to reconquest, which is 75% cost. So less aggressive expansion. You know, it's interesting. Alright, what do we got going? Yep, so we've pulled the 10 artillery. We show up. We have no siege leaders, unfortunately, but with those 5 artillery bonus, we get our immediate breached walls. Another opportunity to kill an army. And that's probably going to be the battle that gets us to 40 war score from battles. I'm pretty sure. In fact, I go check it right now, and the answer is yes, we have 40 war score from battles. Now, unfortunately, the Commonwealth still has pretty high enthusiasm. They're at like medium, like 11 or 6 or somewhere around there. So until they get down to low, I'm not willing to peace out, but it's nice that we have them close. "109-day siege." That worked out pretty well. Apparently we're going to fight there, which is great for me. He's crossing a river, so instead of taking the 4-4, we're going to take the 3-4 so that we can turn him effectively into a 4-5 because of the river crossing. His maneuver there is actually making him better at shock, which is what we care about more. And we roll a 9 in the first shock phase. Oh, it's brutal. Die! Kill the Swedes! Make them suffer. Yeah, that was pretty good. It was pretty good. Killed a lot of men there. Still at 8 enthusiasm, unfortunately. However, Uzbek is making gains. Okay, so we're going to kill another army up there. We're going to spread out a little bit. We don't want to really get too heavily invested in sieges. Although, again, we have no cost to reinforcing, so losing men to attrition isn't that big of a deal. It doesn't cost us boatloads of money. We have more manpower recovery than we know what to do with, so that's nice. But at the same time, I have this disdain for suffering attrition that doesn't need to be suffered. So I don't like to do it. And sieging the provinces themselves is going to be worth almost no war score at all. So I'm tempted to just kind of hang back, let the ticking war score do its job, and get their enthusiasm down to low. We're trying to take back Lipetsk, though, which is Muscovy's capital, because that was worth like 3 war score. So we sent the siege stack up north. We're going to take... We took one army, put it on the other fort in Ingel, just as, you know, it's something to do. It's only one province away from our steppe area. And 55-day siege, we've returned that. We're 50 war score now, 4 enthusiasm. All we really need is for like a rebellion to break out in the Commonwealth, and then their enthusiasm will tank. Either that, or we wait for the ticking war score to do its job, or we wait for the length of war bonus to go away, and then we will be done. We will have taken a pretty good chunk out of the Commonwealth. And we'll get to burn it. Can't wait to be able to burn Danzig and Warsaw and, you know, just burn it all to the ground. I'm checking to see how quickly we can reinforce in case that army decides to go for that, and they decided not to, so it's a non-factor. 3 enthusiasm. You know what'd be really cool? So, you see down here, you can see my mouse, right? Yeah, there we go. This little indicator shows you, what does this tell you? We got the, the flag, lets you know which country you're at war with. You get the war score indicator. What would be really nice is like a little dot, like right here, like a little circle. And then in that circle, it should show the war enthusiasm of the war leader. So it would be green if they have high enthusiasm, yellow if it's medium, and red if it's low. That would be an amazingly useful indicator to know if something has changed. Because you'll notice how often I click to check the enthusiasm. And unfortunately, to know what the number is, you've got to go in and like hover over it to see the actual number. Maybe it'd even be better if instead of that, it just had the enthusiasm number right there. I don't know, I think the green and red and yellow thing would probably work a lot better, just as for simplicity's sake, but knowing the actual number on the main screen all the time would be so useful for me. Then again, you kind of want that with every country, but having it at least with the war leader would be very nice. This is a little bit of a questionable battle because we're in their territory, but I'm falling back on the argument that it's just better for us to be trading manpower. It's good for me to lose manpower and bad for them to lose manpower, so we'll just do the fight. We'll break that. And now this is interesting. We broke the siege. We kept the siege progress, though. We started the siege tick over, but we'll just detach an army, reinforce a little bit quicker. And that was, I think, where I was complaining about the change they made to the way that siege, clicking on an army works. If you click on an army right now that's doing a siege, instead of selecting the army, it selects the siege, which is just stupid. It's ridiculously stupid. Because when you click on the army, you want to click on the army. If you wanted to click on the province, if you wanted the siege, you would click on the province. Ah! See, it gets me just as annoyed in post-commentaries as it does in actual commentary. Oh my god, Persia's gone. Thank the Lord. Now watch this. We go check Persia, look at the unrest. We have 0 unrest anywhere in Persia. Like, no problem. It's just fine. Persia's so bad. Look at that, negative 4.7 unrest. No more rebels. Yay! No more rebels, thank goodness. Again, checking their enthusiasm. Maybe there's some other way that we could, sneak that thing on there. It's like, I mean, you could put it in a tooltip. Maybe if on the main screen, if you hovered over that war icon, it would just list the enthusiasm of each participant in the tooltip. I don't know. Definitely an idea that I'm gonna present at some point. Alright, looks like I'm trying to switch it back up into having my 3 stacks. Again, checking enthusiasm. I do it all the time, like all the time. And I'm looking at this army thinking, alright, a 34 stack. If he takes that province back, we already have a second fort in Ingil, but maybe we should just go fight him. Let's just go fight that army, and we'll take some losses, but we have 50k troops versus his 34k. Even if it's not really favorable terrain, let's just do it. Unfortunately, the zone of control in Severia up there is going to mess up my ability to reinforce through Pereslav. Perejazlau. Whatever it's pronounced. So we're just going to take the river crossing. We got a 4 maneuver character versus a 1 maneuver. We'll just take that crossing and just move in there. And let's just go get him. And they had a disease outbreak. How ideal. So they just took a big hit to their regiment strength. We've engaged the enemy. And again, I click on that. Why did it go there? I want to see the battle. Stupid game. No. I'm just freaking out about it. Like, god damn it. Hey, we've got some Christmassy music, you know? Merry holidays. Happy holidays. Alright, 55 war score. How's our enthusiasm looking? Still at 3. Cruelty of mercenaries. Now this was funny. Because I'm thinking, what? I have not hired mercenaries in like 100 years. How on earth are we getting this cruelty of mercenaries button? And it turns out that we integrated one merc. Just one merc from Persia. And so this one merc is like being cruel. And so then I'm looking for him, trying to find out where this army is. And it's just like, it's just so comical to me. It's the Alimdar merc. It's the, Alimdar is an asshole. That's what it is. I know Alimdar is a province name, but at the same time, it's hilarious to me. It's like, just, I'm thinking about it like, it's one mercenary company, and he's just terrorizing the countryside. He's just a bastard. Oh, jeez. It feels kind of strange, don't you think, to be able to get that event when you only have one merc company? Anyway, alright, so that's the end of that video. Thank you for watching, everyone. I'm going to take a break here, of course, because the video is over, and we'll resume regular live commentary in the next one. So, thanks for watching. I will see you soon.